Are we live yet? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, we're live. We're live. We are alive. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Sunday. I don't know. I'm going to call it church. I don't know what you want to call this. We haven't come up with a name for this show yet. Because here's the deal. I wanted to use Sundays. Sundays for me as like a leader is like when I start freaking out. Like I'm already like into work, like Sunday afternoon. Right about now, I'm like in the thick of like, what are we doing this week? What do we got going on? What do I got to accomplish? What's on my list of things to do? What do I got to do? Who do I got to call? What am I worried about? Right? All these things. And so Sunday, I kind of wanted to use this time to really sort of like elevate my leaders, right? Other people in business, people that are on the journey along with me. For those people who are thinking about starting a business, maybe you're in startup mode. Maybe you're in the stage that I'm in, which they call like the middle stage. You're not quite in startup, but you're not like quite got your shit together. Which is like 95% of most entrepreneurs, right? Like, this isn't like a magical formula. And if there is a magical formula and somebody's trying to sell it to you, well, God bless you. I probably paid for it already. And I'm going to tell you, you got to do your own thing. You got to do your own thing. So Sunday, I wanted to use this time to sort of like elevate you with some of like the things that I do to kind of raise my life up, fill my cup a little bit, get everything in order for the week. What do I have to do? What can I do today so I don't even have to worry about it come Monday morning? Usually I'm sending a message to my team, kind of getting everybody motivated and ready for the week. And I think it's one of those things where you've got to, as the leader, like you're gonna get ready first, right? You're gonna get the mindset going first. So I wanted to talk to you today because today is a very special day. Today is February 22nd, 2026. Sorry, no, hey. It's live, and that's who I am. So it's 2:22, and they say that this is a portal, right? Open up your portal, raise your vibration. Let's go there. And so today, I want to give you some of my techniques to raise your vibration. I do a lot of them, but the biggest one that I do, which I think is going to set everybody on the path to bringing in that positive energy, getting everything ready to go for the lunar year of the horse, where everything is about passion. It's about, galloping with speed. It's going there, right? But, you want to pick a positive direction to go to. Otherwise, you could be galloping yourself on roads you don't want to be going to. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about gratitude, okay? And a lot of people are like, oh, and be grateful. Even in the Barbie movie, and be grateful. Grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful. So I wanted to show you how to use gratitude to elevate and manifest, okay? And I'm actually going to show you how and why that works. Okay, so you're going to get some stuff from me. So I have been writing a gratitude list. Pretty much, I started writing it when I was about maybe 14. It's when I started struggling as a teenager, and they're like, write a gratitude list. And maybe I wrote maybe a couple back then when I was younger. And it wasn't until I connected with Ken Walls, and he really did a great job of holding me accountable to this. He's like, all right, every day I want to see your gratitude list, okay? And so this was back in 2019. And so every day I would write, I'm happy and I'm grateful. And I would write my little gratitude list. And this is a great practice if you can do this every day. And most coaches that you'll ever work with, they'll have you start doing this. And what most people don't realize is that gratitude has a frequency, right? Shame and guilt and anger, they vibrate at a very low frequency. Okay. Money does not happen there. All right. It's a whole different sort of manifestation in that direction. You can manifest in that direction. Oh, you can manifest in that direction. Don't be fooled. Okay. Um, just might not manifest the things that you want in life, right? So you got to be very careful. Uh, you could be manifesting at any type of the frequency, but if you really want to raise it up, you want to elevate yourself, you want to get into a positive state of mind, you want to start with gratitude, okay? Because gratitude is like joy, gratitude, it's in the upper frequencies, right? It's the ones where you can start getting things a little in a more positive direction. So let's start off with how I write my gratitude list. First, I start off with things in my life that I'm very grateful that I have. Usually I write, I'm happy and grateful that I have a successful business. I am happy and grateful for my health. I am happy and grateful that the sun is finally shining, that I haven't seen it in forever. I'm happy and grateful for my family and their health. Okay. I'm happy and grateful for puppy kisses, of course. Okay. But I do these things, I already have them, right? Now, here's Rachel's secret sauce. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple of things to write on your gratitude list and then watch what happens. Okay. I tell this to my entire company. In fact, I love it when people actually start doing this and then we can hear the stories. Like the stories are so cool from this. So, one of my favorite things to write is things that I haven't manifested yet. Okay. So, my favorite thing to write of all time on my gratitude list is I'm happy and grateful for unexpected money. Okay. Unexpected money. Oh, I love it when unexpected money shows up. And I've got so many amazing stories around this. And it's just, it's one of those things where you're like, wow, does this really work? And I can tell you that I have way too many stories. I have way too many stories of it happening to uh, my staff. One time he was writing, I wrote happy and grateful for unexpected money. And then that scared the poop out of me. I don't know who they're unexpected money. And he found a wad of money in his shoe, like that he hadn't had seen. He went to go pick up these shoes from his parents' house, and in the shoe was a wad of money. And I was like, that's unexpected money right there. So lots of times this has happened to me. And so I always encourage everybody to write it on their gratitude list because you never know when unexpected money is going to show up. It doesn't mean that you didn't, go and get it, but that just you weren't expecting it, right? Like it just was, maybe somebody finally paid a bill that you were owed. Maybe a situation kind of turned out in your favor. Maybe my favorite one is when I get it from like, some class action lawsuit. I didn't even know. I was like, here's $7 from your class action lawsuit. Like, that's unexpected money. I wasn't expecting it. Okay. The best part about when you actually receive the unexpected money story is you get excited about it and you got to tell somebody because that's like, you are reinforcing that belief that it is coming, that you're making it happen, that you're doing it, right? So I love to write unexpected money on my gratitude list. Okay. The other thing that I like to write in my gratitude list, okay, checks in the mail. All right. And I know some of this is around money. Okay. And some people have blocks around that. So let me help you remove them. Okay. If you are weird about like, oh, Rachel, money is not, it's not, it's not everything. It's this and that. It's like, okay, fine. I had a friend of mine whom I've been working with and she was like, I just, money isn't everything to me, Rachel. And I said, okay, well, let me back you up a little bit. Okay. What would you buy with the money? And she was like, I would buy a farmhouse. Okay. So when we can shift, maybe it's not about money, maybe it's about something else that you would want. Okay, by the way, she got a farmhouse. Love you. Okay, but you have to think about what you would do with that, right? So it doesn't have to necessarily be about money, right? Sometimes it can be about what you would do if you had the money, right? And if you can shift that focus off of the money, then you can overcome that blockage that you may have. And it's been really cool to watch, right? It's been really cool to see people kind of overcome this stuff and really benefit from just a simple tool. Now, look, here is the other point of this thing. It's very important. It's extremely important, okay? And I don't care how bad your handwriting is. And I don't care, you know, nobody has to see what you're trying to do, okay? But you just have to have a daily practice of it, of just taking a couple minutes every single day and just writing, I'm happy and grateful, okay? Here are the times that I write the gratitude list. One, I try to write as soon as I get into the office. Like, I want to start everything, I want to get into my emails, I want to be pissed off at something, right? That's not going to work. What you need to do is you got to have like a little system. Like, let me get into the right frame of mind before I start stuff. Now, you're going along the day and things are happening, and Lord knows it's not going good. Okay. You're just like, what more can I handle today? And that reality becomes, okay, I got to stop for a second, and reset. And that's when I'm also going to go back and I'm going to write that gratitude list longer. Okay. When I am in a major funk, and I can be in a major funk, like this is, it's a lot of pressure. Very few people understand it. Very few people care how hard it is, to be honest with you. Like, they just do not care. They're like, you better be amazing and walk the line perfectly, and they don't care, right? Like, it doesn't matter. So that's also when I have to write the gratitude that's a little extra longer, right? So maybe instead of writing 5 things every single day, I'm in a bad space, I'm going to take the time and I'm going to write it even longer. Okay. I'm going to write it until I feel better. All right. And it's not necessarily feeling better, but wow, I have a lot of things in life to be grateful for. And then you're like, it helps you to put things into perspective a little bit. It's so, I did this exercise one time where I sent out like 500 text messages, right? And everybody was like, love you too. We got you, girl. You're amazing. And then the one person wrote back something very not nice. And all you could do was focus on that one thing that wasn't nice, right? Hundreds of other messages, hundreds of them, so positive, and the negative, right? And it's so easy for us. In fact, it's like automatic pilot for us to be negative. It we're programmed that way. And so hopefully this is a tool that you can use to unprogram the negative things about your life, right? You can unprogram them, you can switch your perspective, and I do that with gratitude. And it served me quite well. All right. So you got your gratitude list. All right. That's number one. You got to make it a daily practice. That's kind of number two. You got to write things that you already have and some things you don't have. Okay. And then my secret sauce is checks in the mail and unexpected money. Okay. So you can get really creative with what you're trying to manifest. And I hope it works out for you. All right, now I want to take you to another thing, okay? This prayer was taught, it's a very simple prayer, okay? Very, very simple prayer that I practice right before I'm about to go to sleep and right when I wake up, and I learned it from a teacher, Marty Baragian, and it's very simple. Okay, it's so simple. It says, Dear God, thank you for all the gifts that I have received in the past, and thank you for all of the gifts that I will receive in the future. Okay, so it's that simple. Just right before I go to bed, I'm closing my eyes and I think, Dear God, thank you for all the gifts that I've received in the past, and thank you for all the gifts that I will receive in the future. And that is my simple gratitude prayer. I try to practice it right as I'm closing my eyes to go to sleep. And right in that morning when your alarm goes off and you haven't quite opened your eyes yet. So that's when we're going to do that one too. So, right before you shut your eyes and right before you open them, and work on your gratitude prayer that way. All right. It's also very, very, very important to express gratitude. All right. This is going to help you in your relationships. All right. One, you have to have some gratitude for yourself. I know this is like so weird, right? But it's very important. Like, hey, I showed up today. Hey, I did something for myself. Like, so 9 times out of 10, I can tell you that, like, well, people are hard on me. There's nobody harder on me than me, right? I'm always um, looking at what I can do to improve and what I can do to be better. But at some point, you just have to say, hey, I'm grateful, right? I'm grateful that we're doing this, that we're okay, that we're healthy today. All right. And we really got to step up the gratitude there as well. So try to find some gratitude for yourself, right? For showing up, for taking care of you, for caring about your life and what direction you want to go to. And then your gratitude for others. Okay. And this is essential. And this is what it's all about, right? It's like, I think a lot of times people don't take enough time to like appreciate each other, or have like a compassion or an understanding. Like, this is huge. Like, I'm grateful for you. And why? Right. And maybe it's just for like, I'm thankful that you're in my life and you're positive. I'm thankful that we've been friends for 30 years. I'm thankful for my husband who makes dinner and brownies for my son. I'm thankful that everybody shows up. I'm thankful that people care, right? And then also for like the amazing work that everybody does to like keep things moving in a forward motion, right? So I'm thankful for the people that choose to do business with us. Like, I am always thankful because when the moment that you take anything for granted, okay, it goes away. Like, you cannot take things for granted. And in my case, sometimes I do, and it's not on purpose, right? It's not on purpose. Maybe I just have my head is in too many places at once. And sometimes, like, the universe will, like, wake you up, like, nope, you got to focus over here for a little bit. Okay. And so, the things that are easy to take for granted are when nobody's squeaking, right? So, those are the people, the silent ones, right? The ones that are just do diligently doing their stuff, like, oh my God, I don't have to worry about them. But you do, okay? You have to worry about the people that never say anything, okay? Because it's easy to take them for granted, okay? And hopefully you won't come to like a crisis point where it's like it's too late, all right? So just take a moment right now to just close your eyes with me. Okay, I want you to just close your eyes with me. And I just want you to take a few moments to think about what you're grateful for, maybe what you've been taking for granted. and maybe about some things that you would like to let go of and what you would like to bring in more of. So I'm very grateful that you took the time to watch the show, and thank you for coming along on this journey with me as I try to lift you up for the week. And I hope you have an amazing week. Hope you sell some stuff, and just know that when times get tough, you know, take a moment to write a gratitude list, and if it's really tough, just make it extra long. And if it's really, really, really tough, maybe you need to do it every day. So thank you for joining me on this lovely Sunday, and I hope you have a great week. And we'll be back next Sunday to kind of talk about some other, what I like to call Rachel's foo-foo. But my foo-foo works, guys. I'm going to tell you, none of these things I'm making up. This is like what I really do to sort of elevate myself and keep it going for the next week. So that's my daily discipline of the things I do to keep the company rolling, keep myself in the right mindset, and have a great week, everybody. Thank you.